Cool. All right. We are back on and in the midst on this Friday evening. I'm not quite too certain, guys, if you can hear as far as the music in the background, but I actually have positive affirmations at this time. I wanted to try something different. So if you can hear it, as a disclaimer, I do not own the rights to this whatsoever. I do not own the rights to this beautiful, amazing, positive affirmation. Want to go ahead and try something different because it is the holiday season, and I want to talk to you all about the spirit of excellence. So, for all those that's in attendance on this Friday, just want to just welcome you to another edition of Transformation Greatness, along with the Small Business Network podcast. And I am your host, Sean A. White, founder and creator of Transformation Greatness, which is all about motivating, encouraging, and inspiring the masses. And we're going to go ahead and jump into this episode. So do me a favor, if you will. If you're catching this on the live right now, put in hashtag live, guys. Let me know exactly where you're tuning in from. And if you should happen to catch this on a replay, by all means, put in the hashtag replay. We're in the holiday season as we're all winding down. 2023 is definitely has been a very interesting year for a lot of individuals. And I know a lot of people are waiting for 2024 to take off, right? So many great things is going to happen. I'm pretty sure everybody got their, I don't want to say resolutions, but they got their game plan. They got everything in which that they want to do. And I just want to challenge you all just for a second, just for a moment. We have here Victoria in the house, and we have here Latria in the house. Welcome, 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 ladies. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you hear any music in the background, I do not own the rights. I'm just playing some positive affirmations. I want to try something different, you know. Instead of, say, you constantly hear me talking, I want to put a little ambiance onto the podcast. So if you can hear in the background, just want to let you know I do not own the rights to this music whatsoever. With that being said, let's jump back into this. I want to challenge you all during this time. We are 24 days away from Christmas and about another 31 days, from the new year. And I want to challenge you all during this time to continue to press the mark. And I don't know what, as far as what that looks like for you. But part of this talk is going to be really talking about the spirit of excellence. And I just believe that right now, during this time, as we are winding down 2023, this is going to be the point which really sets you up for success in 2024. We all know that success loves speed. We all know the importance and power of momentum as entrepreneurs, as businessmen and women, as those that are change agents or doing anything worthwhile. Let me put this on pause. To do anything worthwhile. And I just believe it's very imperative that we stay as far as with that mindset, because normally during the holidays, there are some of us that tend to slow down, right? And may say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to take vacation off. I'm going to spend more time with the family. Whatever the case, right? That, you know, I deserve this, right? I'm entitled to this. And I would say that you're right. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to, you know, judge or, you know, condemn anybody for that decision. However, what I've learned in my experience is that until you get to a certain point where financially you're saying, okay, I'm moving in the right direction. When you have the amount of clients that you have as repeat clients, right? When you're at a state and at a point where with your marketing and brand can pretty much work for you, right? Pretty much overnight while you're sleeping, unless you're in that situation, I highly encourage you to keep your foot on the gas. And what does that look like as an entrepreneur? That means as far as for using these platforms such as this to continue with the visibility, continue with your credibility, because people want to know What are you doing, right? What's going on in your brand, in your business, in your life? So having that visibility is very, very important. But also, too, while you're out and about, letting others know who you are and what you do during this holiday season is very important. One of the things in which that I've learned as being an entrepreneur for 11 going on 12 years is that the times that you think that people are not paying attention, especially on social media, that's the time that they're paying attention the most. And for some of you guys, you may be listening to this and you may be saying, yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, that sounds good and dandy. But at the same time, they got their own lives. You will be surprised. And I want you to test this theory. You will be surprised on how many people is actually paying attention, that's looking forward to your content, whether you're doing the live stream, whether you're posting. Why is that? It's because you are building something which is called followers, right? And when you build followers, people are looking forward to that content. I'm going to give you an example. Individuals such as John C. Maxwell, someone in which I absolutely love and I admire and respect, for leadership. If he were to decide, you know what, today I'm not going to drop any piece of content, right? I'm not going to allow for my team to do a podcast. I'm not going to allow for them to be visible. Then what's going to happen? He's got thousands on top of, he has millions on top of millions of people that benefit from that, from email, newsletters, etc., etc. And it's like for one day, it's like, did something happen? What happened? What happened? Is he okay? Is everything all right? And the reason being is because he built up to that status. So for us as small business entrepreneurs, for us that's trying to get to that next level, working in the spirit of excellence during this holiday season is very important. Another thing, too, I want you to go ahead and consider. The reason why there are certain individuals that are up here versus other individuals that are right here versus others that may be at the bottom, so to speak, is because they indoctrinate this notion that having a spirit of excellence, especially during the holiday season, is very imperative. Why? Because you want to stay relevant on the top of people's minds. And I want you guys to think about that for a second. I want you to think about if Walmart were to suddenly just say, you know what, we're just going to close our stores for about 2 or 3 days. If Burger King decided, well, you know what, it's not a holiday, but it's the holiday season, so we're just going to shut it down for December. If Chick-fil-A just decided, well, you know what, instead of opening up 6 days a week, we're only going to open up 2 days a week because of the holiday season, not only will they lose all the momentum in which they already created over the course of years, but also, too, now, that's a lot of customers that love going to Chick-fil-A. Now they will have to go find other alternatives, go to other restaurants. So you see, by you staying consistent as an entrepreneur, it benefits you in so many ways. As you being a thought leader, as you being someone of influence, it's very, very important. And whether you use Facebook or Instagram or any other platform, you want to go ahead and continue that trend. So the question now becomes, with that being said, Sean, because it's the holiday season, man, I'm really not trying to go like super crazy, how do I stay relevant? Well, there's a couple of ways you can go about it. You can either schedule your posts or schedule like any kind of content which you want to do. And by the way, if you are struggling with that and if you need assistance, I can definitely help you out with that. Just shoot me a message. But another way too is that when you have an opportunity, say for instance tonight, if you're not doing anything, get a piece of paper, guys, and a pen, or a pencil, and write down on one side 5 or 10 things that you're looking to accomplish. What is it that you want to get out there as far as to your listening audience, to people that follow you, to people that know, like, and respect you and even trust you. And then on the other side, I want you to put as far as how big of that, or how big, let me rephrase that. On the other side, I want you to put the question on why is this important to you? Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things I learned is that when I write things down on paper and I really take a look at it and I ask the question, why is this important? It now thus gives me that passion, in which I spoke about in one of my previous podcasts. Passion mixed with purposeful, both of those combined will make you dangerous. It will give you that focus, right? That when you don't feel like doing it, whether it's 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour, just do something, because you want to stay consistent and you want to close out this year strong. I get it now. As entrepreneurs, a lot of times we're like, well, we're not making sales to end out 2023, then this year was a failure, or this holiday season, it was a failure. Not so. Not so. Because I want you to think about it this way. During this month of December, how many relationships have you created? How many lives have you changed? How many people that you educated, that you inspired, that you even empowered during this month? So when we change our mindset and we change our way of thinking versus what's in it for me versus what can I do to serve, now, not only did we build those relationships, not only did we establish those connections, not only did we create those followers, but now moving into 2024, people are more excited and pumped for what you have in store, because they're like, wow, if you're doing this, then I can imagine what 2024 is going to bring. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's a springboard to what you're looking to do in 2024 in order to get to that next level, if that makes sense. So in closing, guys, just want to go ahead and make just a few announcements. And then from there, I'll let you guys go, because I know it's a Friday evening. Stay on the lookout, because of February 2024, Powerful on Purpose Summit, yours truly, Sean A. White, will be one of the guest speakers. And this will be in Columbia, South Carolina. I will be giving my talk. And if you want to know exactly what that is, I'm going to be releasing that very, very soon. Also, keep in mind as well, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, here in downtown Atlanta at the King Center, the Social Change Movement will be having our annual summit, which will be on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And that's something that you don't want to miss. It's going to be a family filled event. We're going to have everyone, such as from social change movements, entrepreneurs. They're going to be coming on branding. They're going to be speaking on branding, marketing, just a whole ton, and it just be a wealth of knowledge. And yours truly will have the opportunity on day 2 to speak to the young adults. So if that's something in which that you're interested in, by all means, please feel free to reach out to me. And also something exciting too, and I'm going to be talking about this a bit more. I want to do something special, because of the fact of the knowledge and experience in which that I have as being a life purpose coach, as well as a hypnotherapist practitioner. I am looking for 5. Initially, I had it for 10, but I'm looking for only 5, ladies and gentlemen, that I want to work with one-on-one. Doing a special 1-hour session, one-on-one, for only $50. Wow. And why I'm doing that is because of the fact that I'm looking for testimonials. I'm looking for individuals that are willing to do the work, that are willing to be open, vulnerable, and transparent. And the only thing which that I ask is that you come with an intention and an expectation of getting a result. That is something that if you come with that intention, believe me, the value that you're going to walk away from is going to be well worth the $50 in which that you done invested in yourself. So if you want more information and if you're ready to get started with that, by all means, please just shoot me a message. If you have my contact info, by all means, go ahead and shoot me a text. And let's go ahead and set up a time where we can talk and make that happen. So until then, family, this concludes another episode here from Transformation Greatness along with the Small Business Network podcast. Once again, I am your host, Sean A. White. Be on the lookout for tomorrow, in which I will be having a Small Business Network show at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will have a packed house. And you can come right back here on my page, and you can be able to dive in and just have a lot of fun with us too during this holiday season, guys. So until then, if what I stated on here either motivated, transformed, or inspired at least one person, then may God be the glory, and I take no credit for absolutely none of it. Until then, you're all amazing. I thank each and every single last one of you for your time. By His grace and mercy, look forward to seeing you all on the next episode. Peace and love, family. See you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right back here for the Small Business Network show. Later.